A small celebration between a couple of contractors and a homeowner sparked an idea. In March of 2023, that idea became Boga Taco. Today's episode's a little bit different. Boga Taco is absolutely delicious and the business side is important, and you'll see some of that while we talk, but today we focus on Guadalupe's story. All across the country, small business owners are doing their best to succeed. In this series, I spend a few days with these people to see what it takes. Business owners will learn how others are making it by, and consumers will be introduced to the people behind their favorite establishments. This is Downtown Diaries. Let's begin this story in 2004 with a 21-year-old mother of three pregnant with her fourth. We're in Toluca, Mexico. Her mom and her brother are already in the United States. And one more thing. She's in an abusive relationship with the father of her children.
I had a work visa at that time.
Yeah.
And I decided that if I'm left from for the abusing, I'm not gonna leave my kids.
Yeah.
I'm not, because I know my mom has the same issue with my father, but she has to leave. I tell the people, do you know the puzzles, the mama puzzle? That they carry all the babies and they barely can walk, but they carry it.
Yeah.
No matter what happened, these animals carried their babies.
Yeah.
I was like that at that time.
As Guadalupe was talking there, you were seeing her prep the house-made chorizo. They grind the meat, soak and blend the peppers and spices, and then mix it all together to make something that is truly delightful. Now back to her story. I learned a lot during this. I was lucky enough to be born on this piece of dirt. I had basically no idea how any of this worked, except that one side says it's far too easy, and the other side says it's far too hard. So here we are. Guadalupe has her work visa, but the kids aren't actually allowed to travel with her. So now what?
I come in here, but I have to give my kids to somebody to cross them. It's like I have to give exchange one to cross my kids. Yeah, it's because before we tried to if the government can give them the visa, they denied it. Say no. Okay, fine. So after that,
So you had to just give them to a random person?
yeah. Well, you hire. We have to hire that. And, so yes, I give the kids around 9 a.m. They give me back the kids around 7 p.m. Yeah.
You heard that right. Give your three children to a hired stranger so they didn't have to be with an abusive spouse. So they all get through, make their way up to Canonsburg where her brother was living. Unfortunately, the person they were fleeing followed, and she was convinced by her loved ones to move back in with him. The abusive behavior continued for a few years until she hit a breaking point. One of her children was hitting their sister because that's what you and Dad do.
It's when I wake up, and I wake up and I say, okay, I don't want this for my son, for my kids. Yeah. I don't want that. I have to do something. So it's when I called the Washington Women's Shelter. At that time, I know how to drive. Yeah. I was working for a cleaning company. Okay. And I was more independent. So they say, yes, I have a place for you. The ladies from Washington Women's Shelter, they saw in me that I was a good mother. I was working. I work hard. Yeah. You know, they put me into the Fresh Start program, but they don't have it anymore, and it's so sad. Yeah, that they provide you a house, and I have to pay 30% of my income. But I was making more money. I was making money that they say, okay, you 30% will be a lot. Yeah. You're just gonna pay $300. I say, okay, yeah. And they put me into the program for 2 years.
Another bit of learning here for me. At this time, all of the family was illegal. As a person here illegally, she could still file taxes, and as she became more independent, she began to do just that. She ended up with a tax return that left her at a fork in the road. Spend the money to feed and support her family for a couple of months, or invest it to better their situation. She took the money and decided to buy into a cleaning franchise. At this point, she was still in the Fresh Start program at the Washington Women's Shelter. She decided to begin the process to get all of the proper paperwork for the entire family.
Mrs. Deborah Rigetz, she helped me out to find a immigration lawyer, pro bono.
Okay.
and she found out the one in West Virginia University, the students that I wanted to really thank them. They helped me out. But so they start helping me out to get my U visa. U visa for the.
So what was that process? Like, what did you?
It was a lot of money with that process,
really?
a lot of time. Yeah, I have to pay for each of the kids. And, it's a lot of. So I work for the cleaning franchise, and I have to work for another cleaning company to raise
pay for everything.
To pay for everything, because the dad of the kids didn't give me any money. Any money. It's one of the things that he wanted to push me to go back with him.
Just to catch you up on what you've been watching, Guadalupe has been making sopes. She starts with corn flour and water, shapes them into balls, then discs, throws them onto the grill, then finally into the oil to fry. They're topped with your choice of meat, sour cream, lettuce, and refried beans. I had not had these before, and I was missing out. A little crisp on the outside, still kind of soft in the middle. I don't know. Food descriptors aren't really my thing, but damn, they're good. Try them, thank me later. Now back to the story. So here's how it worked for Guadalupe and her family. They file the paperwork for work permits, pay the fees associated, wait 3 years, file a different set of paperwork for each family member, pay more fees for the new paperwork for each family member. Okay, there's plenty more for you to hear about Guadalupe's story. Make sure you're subscribed to be notified when the full interview drops. Let's talk a little bit about Boga Taco. You've been seeing her make the chorizo and the sopes while we've been talking, but how did she learn to operate a restaurant? Well, the TV, of course.
I didn't know. I didn't know how to go and talk to the customers, make it feel like a home, make you feel comfortable. So I started watching the videos from Gordon Ramsay, how he go to the restaurants because the restaurants almost closed, and they go and see what's wrong, and I see it. So I started learning how be a waitress. I never worked for a restaurant. How to be a waitress, how it's in the kitchen, how blah blah blah. And I said, okay, my expectation has to be here. Not here. So everything that go out for the customers has to be almost perfect.
Boga Taco has been a hit. They're figuring it out as they go. One thing that seems to be true both personally and at Boga Taco is that Guadalupe hasn't been afraid to ask for help when she's needed it. And that's something that I've seen to be uncommon when working with small businesses. Too often, business owners wait until it's too late to ask for help, instead of tossing the ego aside and seeking guidance. That's what services like Ignite and the CDC are for. More about those at the end. So what's driving Guadalupe now?
Now it's the scenario, it's different. Now I'm legal. Now I have more knowledge. I have more people around that can help out, and I wanted to do the right thing. And I wanted to give the community back what they give me. The community gave me a lot of things that, like sometimes running out of shoes, go to Salvation Army, didn't have food, go to the pantry food, go to, Toys for Tots. That at the time didn't know how can I afford for kids toys. They're coming for a long way. So, it's we have to do something, It's not just this is what happened and I'm here. No, I really want to encourage more people, even men, even women, even kids, even teenagers, that it's something more than we can see.
Huge thank you to Guadalupe, Saul, and all of Boga Taco for allowing me to be in the way for a few days. If you want to have a delicious meal and support a fantastic local family, head over to Boga Taco and let them know that I sent you. Maybe you've got a couple friends or family members that are huge fans of authentic Mexican food. Share this with them. They deserve an excellent meal too. This video is brought to you by the City of Washington Citywide Development Corporation. If you're a business owner in the City of Washington and you need another set of eyes on any problems you're experiencing, reach out. It's a free resource. Contact info is down in the description. If you've got a business that you'd like to see featured, please let me know. I'll do my best to highlight them. Thank you for watching. Have the greatest week of your life, and I will see you next time.